Hello and welcome to my craft room. My name is Michelle Wells. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Tasmania, Australia. Thanks for joining me for day 2 of 12 days of Christmas fun. Today I've got a cute little treat to make, so but I'll just see if I can find myself on the computer. So I'll just got to move that. It says that I am live. We'll just see how we go. I'm back onto the other one that I was on the other day, so hopefully I can see comments. If I can't, I'll have to answer them back later, so doesn't look like I can today again. So I am okay. Don't know what's going on today. I changed back to the other one, and okay, I'm going to go back out of this. Okay. So while I'm talking, while I'm trying to do this, if you comment in the on this video throughout the day, you'll go into the draw to win the 12 projects that I'm making for the 12 days. So I'll pick one lucky winner to post that. I did mention yesterday that I won't be able to post it outside of Australia, but if I do pick a winner that's not in Australia, I will send a couple of my cards to you. So so I might even do 2 drawings. I might do one for international people overseas, and I might do and I'll do the 12 kits as one like one prize. But I can't see any comments, so I'm just going to go down here and see if it's not coming up here as live. I just don't know what's going on, but anyway, I'm going to go, I will go back, and I can't see any comments on there. So if you're joining me, thanks for joining, and hopefully I will be able to I'll be able to answer your questions later. But I can see that I'm live here, but it's just not, it's not letting me. But leave a comment below, and I'll just have a look to see if I am live. I am. So thank you very much for who is joining. Like I said, I can't see my comments, so I'm not going to muck around doing that, but I can see that I'm on my computer okay. If I have any problems and I'm not in the right spot, but hopefully everything will go smoothly. So like I said, I'm going to do the 12 days. Today is day 2, my project. So I got a couple of things I'll share later. But the little treats that we're going to make today are these little treats here. I'll lay them down because you might not be able to see them if I stand it up. So but that's got some little goodies in it. But these are what we're going to make today, and I created these because I wanted to create something that you can make for Christmas as well as a birthday, or you can make these for any occasion. And if anyone knows me, I used to love making the cracker boxes, bonbons, whatever you like to call them. I used to make them with the envelope punch board, but we don't sell that anymore in Stampin' Up. So I was flicking through the book, and I'll just pop them over there for a minute. I was flicking through the old holiday catalogue from last year, and if you have a look on here, I don't know if you can see that. If you look on there, this is in the old catalogue, and this is still current, this catalogue, but it's using the little punch. So I'll show you what I mean. So it's using this punch here from this set. So this is the Gleaming Ornaments punch. So it comes with 2. So, but that's what they use to cut out these so I'm going to show you how. That's what I mean. It's good to look back through old books. And so I'm going to pop that book aside. I don't need that one anymore. I'll pop him back under there. So I'm going to show you how I created these. using this. So I've used a few different things, so I'm going to show you what I've used. So I've used the Peony Garden Designer Series paper, the Peony Garden Designer Series paper to make this, and I'm going to use the same one again. So I've used the Trio Tags dies, so I've just used that one there to do the tags. So I'll pop that one back there. I've used the little treats, and I've used especially for you for that one, and I've used a little treat for someone sweet for this one. And I also used the basket of blooms for the little flowers that's on this one here. Sorry, I'll pull it back down. That's on this one. And I've also used, and I've used the punch as well. And I've used this little flower, like this little die here, out of the poinsettia flowers. So that for the flower and the leaves. So I've used a few different things. So I've got everything all pre-cut. So I've got all my flowers, all my bits and pieces. So this is what we're going to make today. So it makes it hard because I can't comment, but that's okay. So I'm just going to pop them I need to pop them up there, and I'll bring them back in a minute. So we're going to make those two from a piece of a 12 by 12. So I'm going to grab my trimmer, and I've got my my Peony garden piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that into my trimmer, and we're going to cut this at and you can, with the other half, you could create like tags, or so we're going to cut this piece here at 7.5. So 7.5. We don't need that piece. So, and we're going to turn, and we're going to leave it at 7.5 at the moment. So, and I'll show you why in a second. So, yeah. So I better keep that out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut. So you've got your 7.5. Did I say? Yeah. So you got your 7.5 by 12. So you leave your 7.5 by 12, and then you're going to score down this way. So I'm going to score at 1 3/4. So, and make sure your cutting blade's down there. So we're going to score at 1 3/4. Make sure you've got it straight up in there. So 1 3/4. Then we're going to score it at 3.5. So, and then we're going to score it at 5 1/4. And then we're going to score it at 7. And then we're going to turn it around, and we're going to cut it in half at 6 inches. And then that's our two little boxes. So then we're going to turn it around on that same 6-inch side. We're gonna score at 1.5 on each side. So, okay, get my cutting blade out of the way. So 1.5 on each side. So I just turn it around and do 1.5 on each side, and you do that on both pieces. And I'll pop that one aside. So you make sure you've got your score lines going that way. So on your 6-inch side, you're going to score at 1.5. And I had so much paper, like I actually used the printing paper to try to work out a nice size box. So that is all the scoring and cutting that you need to do. So I'm going to pop my trimmer away. I don't need that anymore. Sorry for the noise. So, and I look like I'm in view. So you've got your two pieces here. So one on both pieces here, you've got your like your score lines going down this way. So on the 7 and actually I'm trying to, might be easy if you turn it over, so if you've got a like mine. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to score along those lines so I know where they are when I go to cut with my okay, and make sure they're lined up with each side there, because if they're not, it does take it out of whack a little bit. So I'm going to fold that one down, and then I'm going to fold down on those other ones. So I'm just folding down on all the score lines so I know, and it makes it hard when your paper doesn't. But you really, like, if you don't fold it enough, that's okay. So that's one. I'm going to do both of these boxes at the same time to show you how easy it is. But it's good to get two different like little there's a little fold there, to get two little like cuts out of the and make the same cut, I mean, and to make the same little treats. Okay, that's just when you score, just make sure you score it so you can see it, but not too hard that you and I'm quite making it look difficult, so I just didn't score mine enough. Maybe the scoreboard, Simply Score board would be better. Okay, where you are there. So you've got all your bits and pieces there. So on one of the pieces, actually I'll do that in a minute. So we're going to grab your little punch, and so you'll see here where you've scored like in the cross line of that score, we're going to pop this. So we're going to put our punch in and we're going to push it right up, but we're going to match it up with that line that's going down there. So the line that's going down here, the score line, if you can see where I am, I'm just lining it up with the top of this piece and the top of this piece. So and I've butted it right up so it can't go any further, and all I'm doing is I'll get it right and I'll show you what I mean. So, and if you can see, I've got it in the center. So once you've got it there, and you just punch. You can keep these for another project if you like. And we're going to do the same. So we're just going to go along. So on all those score lines, we're going to pop that. Make sure that it's straight. And then we're just going to punch. So you're going to do that on this side. So I'm getting it lined up in that score. That's what I mean. This is where you need to make sure that and we're going to do it right on the end here. So we're going to still do it on that end piece. So on that little end flap. And we're just going to line it up. So, and it's lined up there. So it'll end up looking like that. So don't worry. But down this other end here, we're going to line. So we're going to put it into this, the same way. But we're going to line this top and bottom here. We're going to line that up with the edge of the paper. So if you can see what I'm doing there, I'm just lining the center of that with the edge of the paper and making sure that it's down as far as it'll go. So, but if you want to, practice on a piece of printer paper, so you know that if you're a bit scared of like wrecking your DSP or your designer series paper. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to go along now, and I'm just going to, so I've turned it around, and so we've got our folds this way. So I'm just going to turn it around, and I'm going to do the same thing on, and this part here takes, like, once you get this all done, it's pretty good. So we're just gonna do that one, and lost my score, and it makes it hard, but you just, as long as you're in the middle of the score lines. So it's not really going to make that much of a difference if you're a little bit out. So once you've done that, like, you'll put glue on these ends, and this will just, like, if you look at it when I fold it down, it'll just match just up nicely. So, well, it did quite match up, but it's not the end of the world if they don't. Yeah, I found it a bit hard to. So put that a piece aside, and we're going to do the other piece, but this time we're only going to do one side. So I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to do the same thing. So grab your other piece, and we're going to line it up. So I don't know if I can, actually I might try that way and see if that might make it a lot easier this time. So I'm just going to do one side of this one. So, and I'll go really quickly, so yeah, and it makes it easier on this side. I can see those lines better. So just look at the which side you can see the lines better, and do that side. So, okay, where's my little, there you are. And that's all you need to do with that little that punch. So we'll pop that aside, and like I said, you can keep all those if you like. I may make a card with some of it. So you've got those both cut either end, so pop that one aside, and this one we're going to turn it around, and we're going to grab our snips. So, and I'm just going to cut along this side. So you've got your little 4 tabs, so I'm just going to cut down that little ½ inch, I think it's ½ inch or 1 inch, it's a ½ inch little line. So I'm just going to cut down that line, and I'm just going to miter that into that piece there. So, because this is going to, and it's going to create one of your little flaps on your little box. And then I'm just going to cut down to that first scored line. I'm going to cut down to that second score line. And I'm going to cut down to that third, cut down to that score line on that last one. So that's going to create our little box to do that. See, it's not hard at all. See, that's just created that little box once I glue it together. So that's the next step we're going to do now, is we're going to glue it. But before I do that, I'm just going to miter just a few of these little ends. So I'm just going to miter those. So I'm just taking them in a little bit. I've found it was easier to stick together when you popped all those in, and you'll see what I mean when we. So I'm just mitering those ends. So I am going to play around today with my webcam, so hopefully the next few videos I might go with that and see how I go, but I don't know if it's something to do with this new Facebook, but just can't seem to see comments, and my other phone's gone flat, so I can't do with that one. So there you go. So that's my 2 pieces there done. So I'm going to start assembling them now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that one there. Actually, I'm going to fold that one down first. So I'm going to grab my glue. You can use tear tape, but I prefer to use glue because I can wiggle it around a bit more. So and so I'm just going to pop a little tiny bit of glue. Make sure that you put it all over there, so you've got it up in the ends, and I'm just going to pop some glue on that one there, And as simple as this is, all you do is you fold it over onto that one, and there you go. And I've gone a little bit over there, but that's okay. I can cut that. So I'll grab my snips and I'll just cut down there. So okay, I'm trying to work out which way to go, because I don't want to cut that side of the box. And sometimes, like, you can go out a little bit. Excuse me. So there is your little cracker box taking shape now. So that's that one. And our next little one is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pop some glue just on those two little tabs there. So we're going to pop some glue just on those. Oh, and I just like to use this because yeah, it gives me a little bit more. I can wiggle it around before it like takes hold. So, and you can probably put more on than I'm doing. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold those down, and I don't know why, but my paper seems to be a little bit, actually no, that one's better. So I've got glue on my hands. I need to grab a wet one before I okay. Right, so grab what those, so that should be all glued now. So just give it a grab the I like to use my bone folder if I can find it. Here it is, and just give it a good crease down. And the same with that other one, you could do the same thing on with that one. Give it a good crease down. So there is our little box, that one there, and our other little box. What we're going to do now is we're going to just fold them down. I like to just give them a bit of a reforce down and just give them a bend back. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pop one down first, and I just pop just a tiny little bit of glue. Okay. Just going to pop a tiny little bit of glue because I just want that one to stick onto that one, and they will stick. Then I'm just going to pop a bit of glue onto that one, and I just want that one to stick onto there. And this one I'm going to put a lot more glue because I want this one to, probably not that much, but I want this one to glue down on top of that one. And then you can pop that down there. I just use my block just to give it a rub down in there. And if you wanted to, you could just leave it on there. And there is our little box that I've made with that, using that punch. And so now what we'll do now is we'll pop what did I do there? That's right, I was just having a look, see where the little score, and I just like to push those in just to but that's, I mean, they'll go just nicely once you put all your little fingers into it. And the same with that one. So now what we're going to do now is grab our ribbon. So on this one, I used some of the shimmer ribbon. I think it's basic grey or grey granite. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to grab some, and I do it while it's on the reel. And I'm just going to so I'm going to lightly pull it in. So, and I'm not going to do it all the way because I want to put some treats in here, but I just fold it and make a bow while I'm holding all that. And And I like to do it like this so you know how much. And I didn't really do a very good bow, but it's always because I'm doing it on camera. So, and I'm just going to snip that piece off there. So that's my little bow. Like I said, I'm not going to get too fancy with that. And you can just see, I could have pulled it in a lot more, because this one here is pulled in a lot more than that, but you can just see. So to get that like popping out, so all you do is just reinforce those and push those down, and you'll get that that to pop out like. And how cute is that? So that's that one. And we're going to do the same thing with this one, but we're going to use I'm using all the trimmings Poppy Parade ribbon. So, and I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Just work out which side is your so that's going to be my bottom. So I'm going to wherever you got your fold is going to be your bottom. So pop that down there on the table, and this is a lot easier to so all I'm going to do is the same thing. Get myself a bit more ribbon off there, and you can do this in any colors you like. I'm just showing you what I created. So I'm just going to pull that down, and you could, it doesn't matter if you're looking at it and thinking, oh, it's going in like that. That's okay. If you like that look, you can but you can like pull it in as tight as you want, but make sure you've got your treats in there before you. But so you could probably put a bath bomb in here, a little bath bomb. You could put a heap of lollies, chocolates, any little treats could go in here. You can make them bigger. So I'll show you one in a second that I've made a little bit bigger. But and that's just what that side. So once you've got that to where you want it, snip it off, and then you can just go back, and I like to just push those out, and then you've got your cute little bonbon bit on that end. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Get some more ribbon out. You could use that twirling ribbon on here if you and like cut your little ends to make it different. So, and I'll show you how to bring the box in a minute. Actually, I just done a different way of doing the bow. Okay, I'm going to try that way. Nah, I like to do my bunny ears. It's funny, I can't seem to tie really good doing it that way, but I can do with the two bunny ears. It's weird. So, and that was a better bow. So I've got my two little bows on there, and I'm just going to chop that off. And I've probably got too much ribbon there. But if you want to get these pop out, all you do is pop your fingers in there, and because they do, when you're pulling them in, they do, but they're easy to pop out once you and there you go. So you've got your cute little box, and you can, like I said, put anything on them. You could okay, right. That one wants to go in, so all I'm doing is and there is your cute little box, or your bonbon box, and your cute other little one. So all I've got to do now is decorate them, and I'll pop those aside, and I've already pre-cut my tags. So I've got that tag, and so I've cut out all my colors that I wanted with all the different ones. So I've cut 3 sets of these. So the other one's cute too, but I didn't like how they went together. So, but I'll use them on another project anyway, because they cut out the whole 3 together. So what did I need there? So I've got that piece and that piece and that piece, so that's all I need there. And I'm going to do some stamping onto here because I want to stamp my flowers. And I've also got I've got a little poinsettia, and I've got a green one, a garden green, and I've got some here because I've already cut them, so I got those for to add my, like, for my flowers on here, and my poinsettia for here. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some stamping, and I'm going to grab my flower. So I'm going to do my flower first, and I'm doing that in Flirty Flamingo. And so I'm just going to do my flower. I'm doing one in Flirty Flamingo and the other one in basic black, like the tuxedo black. So I might have to clean that one off before I dab it into the black. So I'm just going to do a black one. So, and that's all I need of that one. And so now I'm going to, I'll leave them there to dry. So I'm going to do, especially for you, and I'm going to do a little treat for someone sweet. So I'm doing those just in tuxedo black. So, and hopefully I get these on straight on my, so hopefully I get them straight. So I'm just going to line that up, and I'm hopefully I do. So, and if I don't, and that's okay. I don't mind, that's okay, that one. So I'll pop him there to dry, and I'm going to pop him aside, and the other one is especially for you. So I'm going to pop that one on there, and I'm going to try to get that. So I'm going to line that up on my grid, because this is sort of on a slant, this one. So hopefully I get this straight, and if I don't, that's okay. I'm happy with that. So that's all I need to do with the stamping. So I'm going to grab my, okay, my little flower punch, and I'm just going to punch those little flowers out. So, and that's one, and that's the other one. So I hope you're all having a great day so far on this public holiday here for us here in Tassie. So I think it's a public holiday all round. I don't know. I don't even know what this public holiday is for. Must be for not quite sure, but anyway. So I've got all those pieces there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this one on here. So I'm going to grab my glue. So, and all I'm going to do is pop a little bit down the bottom of here, and I'm just going to sit him off to the side, so you're seeing some of that pink through, and all these I'm going to give to my family. So I might give one of these to my nan because she's really hard to buy for, so I might fill up with some little candy for her. So that's that piece there, and I'm just going to grab my little flowers. So I'm just going to put some glue. Hopefully I'm in view. Okay, just going to put a little bit of glue. Maybe a little bit of glue sometimes doesn't work out, and I'm just going to pop that one about there, and this one's going to go up on a dimensional, and I'm just going to use some little ones. It's really hard. I'm trying to do a video and not say all the time. It's funny when I I listen back and I'm there going I'm going to do this, but it's really hard not to say. So I'm just going to stick that one. I want to stick it there like that so I can pop a dimensional onto there, and that's looking pretty good. So that's that one. So this one here, I'm going to grab my snips and I'm going to cut that one in half. So it doesn't really matter how you cut it, like long as it's in half. And I'm going to grab some glue and I'm just going to glue on the right side up, so the best side. Just put a bit of glue on the bottom, and it doesn't really matter which way, and I'm just going to pop it over so you've got a tiny little bit of that red popping through, and you're sort of covering the back of those holes. So that's that piece, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So just a bit of glue on there, and I'm going to grab that and I'm going to pop that onto the other side. So, and it's giving it just a nice little border either side. So, and I'm just going to get that a little press down. And that's how I did that piece. And the last piece I'm going to do is my little poinsettias. Is what I done before I did that is I grabbed my Wink of Stella and I just went over just the leaves themselves. I thought it was easy to put Wink of Stella on here before I pop the other rhinestones in the middle. So so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out where I want to have some of these leaves, and all I'm going to do is pop. So you'll be cutting this up, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue, just a little bit of glue on the bottom of there, and then I'm just going to work out where I want to have that. So I'm going to stick that to there. So okay, come on you. And it just gives it that little bit of, like it's got a leaf at the back of it. So, and then I'm going to grab another little bit and I'm just going to cut, I might cut off two, so you can just cut off two, and I'm going to pop two down that side this time. And actually I better have a look to see where I'm going to stick that first before I, so I'm going to pop that there, and I think those leaves I can actually have come down there. So enough glue on those, and that's how I get my little poinsettia. See, and it's just giving it a little hint of the green behind it. So I'm going to glue that on. So I'm just going to grab my glue. So, and I'm going to grab my glue because I want to glue this one on. Oh, not that much, but anyway. And I'm just going to have a look to see where I'd like to put that. So I think I would like to put that about there. So, and that's just glue them onto there. And then I'm going to pop my dimensionals on while I'm going. So on this one here, I popped, okay, not dimensionals, my bling. So I used these two. So I used the pearls for my little flowers on the other one, on this one. And I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool. And so I popped one of these big ones. So I've got the big gold one for the center of the poinsettia. Excuse me. And I popped a big one in, just in there as well. Ooh. I only popped two on. I didn't feel like it needed any more. And on this one here, I used the basic pearls, and I just popped, actually what size did I, yeah, it's just a little one, so I popped a little one in the center of there and a little one into the center of there. There you go. So, oh, and one of those come off. Okay, pop you back on there. I was going to colour them in, but I thought just the, okay, I've lost that one. I was going to colour them in and have a darker pink, but I thought that they would, like, I just wanted that, like the light colour. So I'm going to grab my dimensionals again, my big ones this time. And I'm just going to pop, so you find, so you got the one on the right side there. So I'm just going to pop one there, and I'm going to pop one there, just make sure that, yep, and I'm going to do the same thing on this little one, and I'm just going to pop one there and one there, and I'm just going to take the backings off them, and I'm just going to pop that one up and situate it where I want to have that one, and I want that one to go on a slant. So, and I could have had a bit more ribbon, but that's okay because the other one comes down more. And on this one I'm going to do the same thing, just take those off, and like I said, you can do these in any paper. You don't have to do it in the poinsettia petals, but I just wanted to show you a Christmas idea as well as like a birthday. So, and there you go, my cute little bonbons, and well, I call it bonbon, my little bonbon and my little treat holder. But like I said, I did have one of these, like a little one of the strawberry Body Shop shower gel will fit just nicely. The little part pops up into it. So I'll see if I can open, actually I did have one, I'll see if I can open that one and show you just how that can sit up in there. So, but I thought it was pretty cute, so I'm gonna try to do that. But I'll show you how one of those little see, it just sits in there just nicely. So I'll just tie that up again. So actually I might be able to tie it up better standing up, this one. So, and I might be able to give this one away already with the little shower gel in there. So I'm just going to pop that around there, and it makes it hard. I'm trying to tie it. Okay. My bow is not really good, but you get the, and there you go, you've got a little one of those little shower gel it's in there. So, and that just fits just nicely in there. So that's a nice little idea. Like, there you go, I've already got a gift all ready to go for somebody in my family. So that's that box, that's that one, that's the one that's got lollies in it, and that's the other one that I made the other day. So there you go, that is my little creation for today. I hope you enjoyed that, and like I said, if you comment, every comment that you leave, if you share, please, like, or if you just want, if you want to share and you don't comment, just type shared in the comments so I know. But there you go, my cute little projects for today. I hope you enjoyed that. I had fun making them. So, and I really look forward to tomorrow for another one. So, but don't know if I'll be back on for Make It Monday later on with a quick little video. I might. I'll see how I go, but yeah, I've got to get organised because my little grandson's birthday tomorrow. He turns 3, so but yeah. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll go, and I'll catch you tomorrow at 11 o'clock for another one. Alrighty then. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye for now.